Good morning, everybody. This is Lillian. Hello. I am a teacher with Kavad, and I usually teach ballet and worship dance. And today I get to share with you my life in the day of a quarantine teacher. So it's a little before 6. I woke up before my alarm, but that's okay. The sun isn't quite up yet, but the birds are singing. It's too early for too many words, but I thought I would just hop on here and tell you about my morning routine, which involves waking up, hopping out of my bed, making my bed, and putting some hot water on the stove for tea, and cracking open my Bible. So let's get to it. Hi! So it is later. Some time has passed and I've just finished reading my Bible and journaling. I'm more awake, so I wanted to say good morning and thank you so much for following my takeover. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I am all by myself, quarantined in this attic, otherwise known as my loft apartment, feeling quite like Rapunzel these days, but it's good to know I'm not alone today because you guys are following me. So it could either be really boring, it could be really annoying, or it could be really interesting. So we'll just see how today goes. Usually I spend most of my time crocheting or sewing or journaling or reading or teaching or eating. But anyways, speaking of eating, all right, so it's time to make breakfast. I am going to make little egg burritos. So I have these wraps. They're small because the store didn't have big ones. And so I'll probably make a couple. I'm gonna put scrambled eggs with some tomatoes and cheese and spinach, and I have some avocado and onion I might throw in there. I have an apple for later. So anyways, while I make breakfast, I just wanted to clarify that I am actually not morning person naturally. But I've tried the whole sleeping in until 3 thing, and it just didn't work well for quarantine. So I do like the sun, and sleeping in just made my day shorter. I wasn't able to enjoy the sun as long, so I'm trying something new. And I also want to clarify that I don't always wait until after my Bible time to have breakfast. It just depends if I wake up, whether I'm hungry or not. Sometimes I'll eat breakfast while I'm reading, if it's like cereal or something. Sometimes I'll make breakfast before I sit down to read, and other times I'll have 2 breakfasts if I wake up early enough and I'm hungry. So fun fact. There's nothing wrong with having 2 breakfasts, people. Alright, well I think I'm gonna let you go because I'm really bad at multitasking and I want to make sure I have all my fingers by the end of today. So I'm just gonna finish making my egg burritos, and I have a phone FaceTime date with my old roommate, and then I will catch up with you. Hi everybody! So I've started my day. My phone call with my friend, my old roommate from Mississippi, went so well. It was so nice to walk down memory lane with her. For those of you that don't know, I just moved to Pennsylvania in August and joined Kavad then. And before that, I lived in Mississippi and was a part of a touring ballet company known as Ballet Magnificat. And so I thought it would be cool to take you down memory lane with me for a second, all right? So I already mentioned I really like journaling, and I have this big box full of journals I want to show you. So this is the big box of journals I want to show you. I think it's really fun. Every single one of these journals is written in. Look at all of them. I just love writing. I'll write my prayers, or I'll write my thoughts or things the Lord is teaching me. I like to write song lyrics down, and yeah, just anything. Okay, this one's really fun. This was, I don't know if you can tell, it's super cute. It's kind of puffy. It's that plasticky material. This is my first journal. It contains my 7-year-old thoughts. It's probably really embarrassing. Look at that handwriting. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna be done with that. Cute. It's kind of falling apart. And then I also just have a lot of journals that I decorate. This one was scrapbooked from like postcards and magazine clippings, and I Mod Podged it apart. Another one that I decorated, this one here, was very tedious. I made it with a bunch of triangles. You can see I spent hours going through magazines, cutting out words and pictures that I thought were pretty. Yeah, and then I wanted to point out some journals that I have. I have a lot of softbound journals like this one. These are the journals I loved writing in when I would travel with the dance company. I thought the softbound squishy journals were really easy to fit in your purse, and I would always start writing in the front, and then in the back I would do a little bit of like, what do they call it, like scrapbooking, or I forget, junk journaling, I think that's what they call it. And so this is from my international trip. I think this is my first one. We went to Macedonia and where did we go? We went to Macedonia and Kosovo and Germany and Israel. And I saved everything. These were our luggage tags. This is pretty cool. This is a flyer performance, and it's in English here. I don't even know what that is. Then we have Arabic. Isn't that cool? Yes, all these memories. You guys, I saved everything. If you've given me a note, I have it saved somewhere. So yeah, oh, this was our layover in Turkey. Simon in Turkey. Yeah, so I encourage you guys to journal. It's really good to clear your mind out in that way, and it's a really good way to connect with the Lord. Yeah, and preserve memories, right? So that's that. Oh, here's another fun one. This one was from Honduras, Brazil. I think we also went to the Cayman Islands that year, but I love the junk journal part. That's always fun to look at because it's really colorful. So yeah. Oh, this was from a pool. The tile was coming apart, and I taped it in my journal. So that. Oh, that was fun. Looking at those remind me that there's a whole world outside my apartment. I hope you enjoyed that. I just want to say I never liked writing in school, but I've always loved journaling, and I think that's why I've taken to blogging. I love it. It's basically like journaling but online. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. And for those of you that take class with me, do some social media, do some blogging, check my emails, check my Facebook. You know how that goes. So see you later. Hey guys, so I already had lunch. It was nothing to see. I just threw a salad together and had some leftover brown rice from dinner yesterday. And it is time for some afternoon tea. First things first, I would just like to say I am so glad that I'm wearing yellow because it is yucky outside, but the yellow just makes me so happy. Secondly, it is time to spill the tea. So now's the time for you to ask me questions. If you have any questions at all, this might be the only time you get to ask me questions. Hola! So it's a little after 5, and it's around this time where either 1, I will start teaching my Kavod classes, or 2, like today, I have off, I start freaking out because the day is almost over and I haven't done nearly as many things as I had planned. So I'm sitting here at my real desk right now, and I'm about to start a project. You guys, it is raining cats and dogs. Oh my goodness. So, I am here at my desk and I am about to sew a mask for my friend. She needs it. She starts work this weekend. So this is my project, but before my baby, I named it Delilah. Alright, so I'm going to knock this project out, get me some dinner, and then sit down and answer some of your questions. Thank you so much for sending me questions. It's been so fun interacting with you, and it's been giving me something to do. So, keep them coming. A lot of you asked me this question, so I pulled out this picture as a visual aid, but 8. The answer would be 8. When I was young, I did it all. I did hip-hop, I did musical theater, lyrical, and of course, ballet. But I mean, look at this picture. It wasn't until the age of 13 that I started taking ballet more seriously and taking multiple classes of it in 1 week. But look, this is me. What is with that face? I know not, but I really did love ballet. I did. Without question, a hot dog is a sandwich. Well guys, I just had a very productive couple of hours. I finished making my friend's mask and I made dinner, a success by the way. I took a shower, I sat down and answered some of your questions, and you won't believe this, I outdid myself. I have banana bread in the oven right now. You guys inspired me. I wish I could share it with you. But, you know, we have some barriers going on. So now I'm in my comfy clothes again. I kind of finished the day the way I start. And I am going to wrap up or wind up the day with a little project. I'll show you. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this takeover today. It was so fun. I've never done anything like this before. Obviously, the day in the life of a teacher quarantine is not that interesting. Obviously, I have a ton of time on my hands. I usually don't spend this much time on Instagram, but it was so fun interacting with you guys. And even though I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done today, it is so worth it getting to spend time with people. And even though there's a barrier, it's not the same, obviously, it's worth it. And I'm sure on behalf of all of us, we can just say that we miss you. So staying connected via Instagram really helps. And I just wanted to end the day with a little encouragement. I was asking the Lord what I could share, and He just brought to mind my favorite book of the Bible. So I love the book of Ecclesiastes. It's written by the wisest man alive, King Solomon, and it's kind of in the middle of the Bible, but it's not a very popular book, but I think it's awesome. And there is a chapter, let me see, I think it is chapter 3 that's very commonly quoted, and it basically alludes to the fact that there's a reason for everything that happens under the sun. And again, there's also another verse that says, everything is made beautiful in its time. And a lot of times, those scriptures are used to uphold us and encourage us through things that really seem trivial now compared to what's happening. But I just want to encourage you that those truths are ever just as true today as they were yesterday, and I really believe that. And I believe that because Jesus is here, he's with us, and he is working, and that is enough reason to wake up and get out of bed every morning. So I hope you are encouraged. I hope you hang in there and stay connected and keep dancing.